executive has stirred the pot with a bold opinion regarding Anfernee Simons of the Boston Celtics. In a recent media event held in Portland, Oregon on September 30th, 2024, Anfernee Simons, wearing jersey number 1 for the Portland Trail Blazers, posed for a portrait during the Blazers Media Day at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. It's important to note that by using this image, users agree to the terms set forth in the Getty Images license agreement. Photo credit, Steph Chambers Getty Images. The question of whether Anfernee Simons, who was brought to the Celtics in a trade that sent Jrue Holiday to Portland after 2 seasons in Boston, will ever don a Celtics uniform remains uncertain. It has become increasingly apparent that Brad Stevens and the Celtics might be leaning towards parting ways with Simons to maintain financial flexibility. Insiders frequently remind fans that Simons is still on the trading block, with updates surfacing almost weekly. One executive shared a striking perspective, stating, "I'm not sure what the Celtics are thinking, but aside from Jaylen Brown, there's no better scorer than Simons on that roster." This executive confidently predicted, "I bet he'll be their leading scorer, even with Jaylen on the team. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot, and that guy can really score. The offense will need to adapt to fit him in, and since he's in the final year of his contract, he's going to take his shots." The executive went on to label Simons as a bucket, suggesting that his scoring ability will likely improve as he transitions from the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference, where competition may be less intense. Now that's a hot take that might raise some eyebrows. Anfernee Simons, a seasoned NBA player with 7 years of experience, is heading to Boston after a 2024-25 season in which he averaged an impressive 19.3 points per game and maintained a shooting percentage of at least 42% from the field for the 4th consecutive season. Additionally, Simons has consistently averaged over 8 3-point attempts per game for the last 3 seasons, making him a strong candidate for the offensive style that Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla envisions for his team. However, there's a significant hurdle for Simons. His defensive skills fall short of the standards that Mazzulla and the Celtics expect from their backcourt players. While it's understood that not every new addition can be a defensive powerhouse like Marcus Smart or Jrue Holiday, Simons is likely to take on a 6th-man role. With Derek White and Peyton Pritchard anticipated to start as the point guard and shooting guard for the 2025-26 season. Beyond the obvious financial implications of the luxury tax, these factors are the primary reasons the Celtics are considering trading Simons, who is on an expiring contract worth over $27 million before the offseason concludes. Yet if a team is willing to absorb that kind of salary, regardless of whether it's an expiring contract, it's hard to believe they would do so merely to assist the Celtics. Typically, such a transaction would require some form of incentive, which may not align with the strategic vision that new owner Bill Chisholm and his team have communicated to Stevens. Earlier this summer, Stevens remarked, "We still have most of our first-round picks, except for the one in 2029, and we possess a wealth of second-round picks, giving us flexibility. We don't want to jeopardize our chances to utilize those assets to enhance our team over the next few years just to make a move that saves money. That has been made very clear to me." In essence, as the Celtics continue to signal that Simons is available for the right deal, their best strategy might be to trade him at the deadline, hoping to capitalize on his potential. However, one can't help but wonder if the executive's optimistic vision for Simons could indeed materialize for Mazzulla and the Celtics in the upcoming 2025-26 season. What do you think? Is Simons the missing piece for the Celtics? Or should they cut their losses and move on? Share your thoughts in the comments.